Here we are again, what I could call my old stomping ground. I used to fish here years ago. We're actually at Methil docks. There's not a lot of happens around here nowadays. The odd ship comes in by the looks of things, but it's not often I manage to get down here. So we'll see what happens. There's meant to be a few mackie kicking about, so we'll see. I'm looking to get cod, possibly wrasse, possibly you get ling as well, and odd conger, coalfish, the odd flatfish. There's a whole variety of species you can catch here. Gurnard as well, I've had them down here. So we'll see what happens. As I say, it's grey dark overhead. It's horrible, but we'll see that later. My bait today, I hope you can see this. This looks awful dark to me. We've got bluey, sandeel, we've got mackerel, and my old trusted friend rag, which have been doing pretty good the past few outings. They've been the ones that have been catching fish. I've also got a few lug, which haven't been doing so good, but if there's cod around here, we may actually get some of them on the lugworm. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 creels out along here. I don't know if they're in lines of 6 or 7 or just single creels. Hopefully they're single, so I won't get caught up in them. And I'm hearing like thunder in the background. You might be lucky, I may be able to get some good photographs of filming the lightning actually. If I'm really unlucky, you'll see it hitting the rods. But yeah, that's the thing you keep getting told. Don't fish outside with these new rods and thunder and lightning. Don't you just enjoy a challenge? I do. So it's about an hour till low tide, so in the water it's calm. There's some movement in the water, but basically it's flat calm. Plenty of oil rigs out there, so I just passed the boy when I came along. Oh, there's lightning. Whoa. Just passed the boy coming along there. He'd been down for trying for mackerel, but he had no luck. So once the tide turns and comes up a bit, I normally like after about quarter tide, it's better to try and catch the mackerel. Let's hope if we catch them, we can keep them, because the seals have a tendency to make a meal of everything around here. Well, I'm actually fishing. I've actually got 3 beach casters. One's got 2 hook, 1 old paternoster. One's got a 3-0 pulley rig, and the other's actually got a 4 hook silver tinsel mackerel trace. I love those traces. It's getting closer. And there's a band of rain over there. It's unbelievable. So I'll get this shut off just now. I'll give you a look round if it stays dry long enough. If not, I don't think I'll be here much longer myself actually. We'll see what the weather does. I don't mind fishing, don't like drowning and getting blown to bits. So we'll see what happens. Right, we'll get our first cast in. It is really dark. There's been a few lightning strikes and decent thunder, and the wind's really picking up. So we'll get these cast in. The pennel rig is going out. The 2 hook, 1 old paternoster is going down, basically down the side. See what's small crawling about. But as I say, we'll see what the weather does, whether I can keep this filming up or not. It just doesn't look promising. I wish I brought my headlight actually. It's going to get really dark. that's us cast out, and that's raincoat pissing down. So, just like you see what's at the back. Not good. So, let's see what we can do. Right, it's still raining, but I've had a few good lightning flashes and a fair bit of thunder and a fair bit of rain. It seems to have calmed down a little bit. Just now the tide is just on the turn, so I'll give you a look round. Up there, it's the entrance to Dock 3, which is closed off, but you can still get a few fish in there. If you actually fish it with the tide coming in. The water has got to be going in over the gate. As it is just now coming out, there's little chance of catching anything. But there you go. And this is the seawall itself. Along the end of the pier with the lighthouse on it. A lot of folk that come down here from Mackerel go down to that corner there. I think I've got rain on the water on the camera. And just to let you know, it is not the safest place to walk. There's a lot of bits and pieces out of place, bits lifted up. And if I remember, I'll film a bit further along around that corner where half the wall is collapsed. Oh, getting some light in there, and I'll show you that. Over there we have Methil docks. Well, what remains of it. Used to be a very, very busy harbour at one time. When I was fishing here, oh god, 25 years ago, used to be a lot of traffic, a lot of boats and whatnot, but it's calmed down a lot just now. I think wood is about the only thing that gets transported in here, maybe fertiliser too, but we still do have a lot of the fishing boats, crab boats mainly, so, and there's always a good chance of getting eels in that waterway there. There's a lot of rocks and whatnot, a lot of places to hide, especially in about the woodwork as well. So that's about it. And that's RGC in the background you see there. They make oil rig jackets, etc. I see they've got a big turbo up there. Good stuff. And it's getting black. They have 3 or 4 oil rigs out there, but you can just make them out. A lot of dark clouds. Hopefully they're passing their way, so it might dry up. As I say, the tide's now on a turn. I've had one small bite, but come to nothing, so I'm living in hope. I've not had my coffee, because if I fill my cup of coffee, it's going to fill full of water. No fun. So let's hope I can catch some fish. I was just saying I was getting bites there. I put a lugworm on the bottom. Look at that for a bright red cod, I tell you. I've never seen anything that bright. Jesus, that's lovely. Stunning colour. Man. Good start. Well, cod number 2. I'll get it up. Cod number 2. 2 in less than 10 minutes and less than 10 foot from the wall. Logworm. I'm glad I dug them. Seems to be a day for the brightly coloured cod. There we go, there's another one. Number 3. They're all around the same size, just under a pound. But, oh, that one's on the ragworm this time. Different. Alright, the second cast of the Mackerel feathers. Ah! Nice size mackerel. Lovely. First one of this year. I never caught too many last year either. Ah, looking good. I thought I was recording that, wasn't I? Okay, we got another nice mackerel there anyway. Hey. I got off. Size of a cod for the size of the bait I put on that. That's unbelievable. Getting cut water on my camera. Damn it. You'll notice the camera's in a different place, the wind's blowing from a different direction, the rain's really coming down like hell. I'm worried about the camera. But there we go. There's something else, a little cold. Oh, coldy. Right, that's about half tide. So far I've had 4 cod, well codling, 2 mackerel, a coalfish. That's not too bad. And it's actually dried up a little bit. You see blue sky over the back there, but it isn't going to last for long. More to come at the back, more rain to come at the back of that, I think. So it's clearing up. You can actually see the other side of the Forth now. So apart from that, there's not a lot happening. I might actually get a proper handmade cigarette because I've not had one yet. I keep waiting, and I need a new waterproof suit. This one is done for. My trousers are wet underneath the suit. My top is, you can actually see the damp patches. It's actually wet underneath this. So this will be going in the bin. I'll be looking for a new one. Always money. That window feels quite warm actually. And so we'll get on with the fishing. Hopefully we'll catch a few more mackerel before the day's out. I'll be here for a while anyway. High tide and beyond, so I'll hopefully catch a good few fish. And I just hope we didn't land up with a load of coalfish. There's getting small bites down there. But, don't want a lot of them. They're annoying after a while. If they were mackerel size, I wouldn't be mind catching them, like, but they're not. So, and there's a few boats went out to collect their creels. So once that blue sky comes over a bit, we might get some sun. I might be able to dry out a bit before the next shower. So we'll keep at the fishing and hopefully get a few more in before I give up. But that's not for a long time yet. Oh well, another little coalie. Little coalfish. I think the water's full of them down the edge of the wall there. Right. I didn't look around earlier on, but that was in the rain and the wind and all the rest of it. I couldn't see too well anyway, so I'll give you another one. I'll do it again. This is where we're fishing. It's a block, about centre of the way between at the end of the pier and the beginning. Straight across the blue sheds. And basically it's seawall all the way along. A nice wide back paved area, but it's not exactly in fantastic condition. Maybe it looks it along there, but go further along there and there's pieces missing and something just jumped in the water. Don't know what that was. It just jumped. There's pieces missing, there's blocks missing. So if you're along here, you're not actually meant to be here. The big sign on the gate saying no entry, so you're not meant to be here, but I don't think anybody says anything. So a lot of people like to fish off the end there for the mackies, off that corner. Just this side of that wall, the huge blocks. They didn't get in the way of the fishing, but I reckon if you light fished down between them, you might be amazed at what you could actually pull out. So there we go. There's RGC over there. They make rig jackets, etc. Used to be a huge company at one time. Mind you, the harbour used to be a busy place as well. Mind you, I'm going back, what, 25-30 years? It used to be full of boats. So did this place actually. There's a lot of boats in here. Just crab boats, etc. There's a gate up there. It's actually the gate to Dock 3, which has been filled in. You can fish that, but when the tide's going in, when the water is falling into the gate, into the dock, you can actually fish it and get some nice fish out of there. I like caught up to 4 or 5 pounds out of there. Wouldn't believe it, but it's locked off. The fish get in and just stay in. So there we go. Somebody waiting for me to waste some bait. Greedy sod. I've not seen the seals, normally they're around, but no, not yet. We point at the end there, I think that's seal there if I mind right. And then beyond that wall is that's actually Largo I'm looking at now. and just around the corner there is leaving. Up the back is Methil. So there we go. You can just see it. Rock out there for all the little birds. And we've got a couple of rigs out here too. Don't see anybody on them. That in the background there is Edinburgh, etc. Well, not quite Edinburgh. Edinburgh's further that way. Yep. And as you can see, there's a nice blue sky, so hopefully we'll get some sunshine and I'll be able to dry out. We'll live in hope. Alright, there we go. Two lovely mackerel. I caught them within 5 foot of the wall. Thankfully I did, because I see a seal out there. So, two nice mackerel. Bit weed and another little coalfish. Oh well. Another little collie. Surprised I'm not picking up wee pollock. Get them down here. Get some decent ones as well down here actually. Looks like somebody's fishing. Wonder if they're catching. Come on, show me fishies. Show me fishies. Be a star, bring in a fish. Yes, mate. We're waiting for you to catch a fish. Maybe not. There's Sammy. Sammy the seal. You've got Mackerel, it's got his name on it. Just sits there and waits until he knows the mackerel and then goes out. Takes him off you. Looks like we're back to catching nice coloured codlin again. Here we go. I love the colour in that. Beautiful. There we go. Another nice looking mackerel. Well, something different for a change. Here we go. Long spined. So lovely. Yep. As far as I'm aware, it's long spined. I'll double check on that. Doesn't do good to stand on your bait. That's high tide now. And the weather's changed for the better, I'm glad to say. Getting a lot of knocks on that rod. And so far managed to catch five codlin, 5 mackerel, 4 coalfish and a long spined sea scorpion. So all in all it's been pretty good up till now. That's catching them in the rain, the thunderstorm and everything. It's good stuff. But as I said, I need new waterproofs. They'll go in the bin. Until I can find another pair. But apart from that, there's 2 guys fishing away along the end of the pier. 4 guys fishing further back off the blocks round the corner there. And there's about 5 fishing away around them on the bend. So they've all appeared within the last hour or so. So they must expect to fish the mackerel at high tide. But these ones I've caught have been all through the tide. There's not been a big batch, so I take it they're about, but just in small numbers. Just now anyway. But you never know your luck. Things should change. I keep looking for a decent sized cod. Even a wrasse. I thought I might get a wrasse down here. Or pollock. Or wee ling. But I have plenty of time yet. It's early. I know what I'm like. I like to fish until I'm out of bait or out of cigarettes or out of coffee. I'm nearly out of coffee actually. So we'll keep going at it, see what we can pull up. And we'll have a look at the guys on the wall. Couple over there. That wall is about as wide as what I'm leaning on here. About as wide as that, but 3 foot wide. Yeah. I actually thought it was heavier than that. Keep slapping, I'm not interested. A little coalfish in a pile of weed. If you're wondering what I'm talking about, it's a seal. Apparently if it sees you with a fish, it slaps the water to get your attention, try and get the fish off you. Smart. An intelligent seal. Dumb seal is no getting this fish. Oh, another coalfish, slightly bigger. Wish it could be twice the size, but better fight off them. I think I should be doing with these guys. They seem to be catching the much. They seem to be catching the fish down there. These guys just arrived and looked over in the corner and seen splashing in the corners. Apparently there was a pile of mackerel in the corner. Well, there's another nice, lovely pair of mackerel. One, two, nice sizes. Hey. Here we go again, another little coalfish. There must be tons of them out there. Another nice lovely red cod. That's half decent size, that one. Lovely. Right, that's 7 o'clock and that's enough for me. I've been here since 9 o'clock this morning. Fished through the rain, the thunder, the lightning, and also the sunny periods. So my clothes are dried out, so I'll be able to sit in the car without worrying about getting the car soaking. Totals for today, we've done not too bad actually. 6 cod, 7 mackerel, 7 coalfish and 1 long spined sea scorpion. So all in all, it's been a pretty good day, I'd say. So I'll have to come back here. No. As I said, I used to fish down here all the time because I used to live in Kennyway and Buckhaven and that. Used to be a lot of guys that fished down here. Some of them are still kicking around and fishing. Yeah, I know. Talked to some of them. Even the sons of some of the guys that used to go fishing with. So yeah. When I was younger here, you used to be able to catch mackerel by the hundredweight out here. They were just all over the place. Same with the cod. A lot of decent cod come out here as well. I think the biggest one was about £26. Be about that. Same with Buckhaven. That used to be brilliant for cod, like. But I don't know whether it's just the fact that there's not a lot of people fishing it that you didn't never hear much. So let's bring this to an end and get away home and get something to eat. And coffee. Yeah, I ran out of coffee an hour ago. Might grab a coffee on the way home if there's anywhere open to buy one. But apart from that, I hope you enjoyed this film anyway. So until next time.